I want to just say this very briefly. I drove from London back to my farm last Thursday night and got back at 1 o'clock in the morning. I saw no insects in England. I got to Wales, I saw a few moths, and when I turned into my farm drive, I'm not exaggerating, there were clouds of insects all the way up, and I put that down to a combination of mixed farming, which improves the fertility of the soil, and the livestock. But what I want to talk about, building on what John has just said, is that we really do need a system of farming and a mechanism if we're going to reverse the catastrophic decline in soil fertility that has happened during my farming lifetime. And as Rebecca said, we have convened a group of land managers, most of whom have been farming very efficiently and quite intensively, stimulated by the policy environment. And they collectively would like to change because they've noticed that the fertility of their soils has declined, there's no life in them anymore, and the biodiversity is often confined to around the edges of their otherwise intensively managed land. But they've looked at the business case for a shift towards mixed farming, and they don't see it there. So I think the golden opportunity is, in this post-Brexit environment, is to take the Pillar 1 payments, which is 80% of what amounts to really historically a social security payment that farmers have got if they don't break the law, and attach to that element of the payment, which we do not want to lose, conditions which reward farmers for rebuilding the lost soil carbon, a soil stewardship carbon payment to Helen Browning's point under the 4 per 1,000 scheme, which the UK government has signed up to. And I think there are ways of doing that. Of course, there are challenges involved. Can we measure the soil carbon outcomes of different farming systems in a reliable way so we don't fudge it? But I think that's doable. And I think that I'm about to go to the US to participate in a meeting with to discuss how crop insurance can be rescheduled so that farmers can be motivated there to rebuild their soil carbon. And I've also been working with the German Minister, ex-now German Minister Christian Schmidt. They want to tackle the soil carbon deficit and produce new incentives. But I think the great opportunity here is for the UK to lead the world in soil carbon stewardship and change farming at scale, not just the niches, but actually all farming systems in relation to the soil carbon and soil fertility outcomes. Thank you very much.